Hello! It's Anita Haines here with Stamp with Anita, and I'm coming to you today to say you are amazing. You are. Wouldn't you love to get a card in the mail that said that? Well, I thought I would hop on and show you how quick and easy it is to stamp a card that you can send to a friend to tell them they are amazing. I'm going to see if I can also see my comments here on my laptop in case anyone hops on. I did not give you a heads up, so if you're here at the live, let me know you're here. Say hello in the comments, give me a wave or a thumbs up. And if you're here most likely on the replay, then feel free to put replay, adjusting my light here. So I know that you were here. All right, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and flip my camera around, so bear with me. I don't have a fancy setup, so I have to take it out of that holder and put it in this holder so I can show you my work surface and show you what we're going to be doing today. So give me a second. Oops, this is always the fun part, that I'm afraid I'm going to cut somebody off as I'm doing this. So bear with me. I'm going to turn you around. There we go. You should be seeing my workspace. Alrighty. So I think I shared this suite earlier when I was sharing the digital download that we had a month or so ago. But it's the Ornate Garden. It's a favorite of mine. And I want to highlight some of the yummy pieces and parts that are in here. First of all, the DSP, which is Designer Series paper. This one comes in the 12 by 12. It is double-sided, and it's full of just this yummy, yummy, yummy paper that has such beautiful accents in it. This has got, it's a gold, and I don't know if you can tell on the camera, but it is very, very beautiful, very shimmery. This is just, I keep telling everybody, I've shared this paper a number of times. When I first got it, I was having a hard time smiling and creating, and I came down and pulled this paper out and started creating with it, and it just lifted my spirits. So I want to share it with all of you, all of my friends. So again, it's the Ornate Garden. Has that. We also have, as far as part of the suite, what's really great, Stampin' Up! Has done these suites. So to make it really easy, one-stop shopping, I love it, easy button. You could literally just put in one item number and you would get everything that I'm showing you today. So that makes it easy. Or you can pick and choose the different pieces and parts. This is the stamp sets. And let me show you those real quick. I'll pull that out of the way so it makes it easier. This is the Ornate Style stamp set, along with these. Oh my goodness. I don't know if I mentioned this, but like seriously, when I opened these up the first time, I literally gasped because they were just so fun and so pretty. And I can show you, after I stamp this card, some of the other cards that I made, because I'm not featuring these dies actually in the card I'm making today, but I want to show you some cards where I did use them. Hi, Susan. I'm so glad you're here. I miss you, friend. So the other stamp set that comes with this suite, or you can get with this suite, is the Ornate Thanks. And it's got a really fun, just bold type, and then this scripty type, which I just love. And then the coordinating die that goes with this are these. They're like edges. I don't even know what they call this. Ornate borders, but so pretty. I actually haven't had a chance to play with these yet because I just got them. So I can't wait, but look how pretty those are. And somebody asked me also about, I think it was my club girls, how hard these were to run through whatever embossing or die cut machine you have, if it was hard to get out all these details. And honestly, I have not had any issues with that at all. They came out really nicely. I will say, typically when I'm rolling detailed dies like this, I will roll it through the one way and then roll it back. And doing that, I seem to be fine with all that. So I haven't had any issues with that. So that's a little tip for you. So those are the stamp sets that coordinate with this bundle or this whole suite. The other thing are these ribbons, and I'll be using one of these on our card today. These are the Ornate Garden, and they actually come in a 2-pack. I've used up all the green already. So I've got this. This is more of the like the cameo color on this, but it's great because it does come with 2, and it's 5 yards each. So you're getting 10 full yards of ribbon. Separately, that's $7 for that. And that's actually on, I don't have the page number on there, but it's still, you can find it in the back with the ribbons, but it's also listed down here on the bottom with the suite. The other thing I love about this suite is this folder. You probably can't tell, but when I show you my card, you'll be able to see. Let's see, let me pull out. I have a piece I ran through. This is in the white, but I love this folder. Look how fun that is. It's just added a lot of definition and just fun to the background of any card or layering piece. And then the other thing, we're not done yet. This suite has lots of yumminess. Are these? These are these gilded gems, and they're gold, and they are scrumptious. Look at that bling. Susan knows how much I love bling. And aren't they fun? 3 different sizes, so you get a whole pack of those, and those are on page 157. They're $7, and I believe there's a total of, I don't have my readers on, so this might be hard to tell you, 90. There's 90 of them in here. So that would be, 30 of each of the sizes. And I'm going to be using those on my card today to show you. So there you have it. Those are all the yumminess in this. So let's hop right in to the card. Again, if you're just joining me, let me know that you're here in the comments below. So on this card, I'm going to be using, this is actually going to be my base, which is just a sheet of the old olive that I have cut into quarters. So this is basically 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And then I've got this, which is going to layer onto this. Actually, we're going this way. Layer onto this. So I believe this was, this is 5 1/4 by 6 3/4, and then I scored it right at that 4-inch so that it would layer onto there, like so. So let's start. I'm going to start with this piece. This is a piece of the Ornate Garden cardstock, and I like to use my silicone sheet here when I'm gluing so that if I get glue out here or, out above here, that it's not sticking to my paper here. So I love it. Oops, let's get this baby going. Okay. This is, actually I meant to show you this. This is actually our new adhesive. This is Stampin' Seal. A little bit different than the snail that we have. It does have a cap right here that comes off. I kind of wish it attached, but so you don't lose that. But the nice thing is it's very similar to our Fast Fuse, but you don't have to do that check off thing. Remember when we would roll that, have to check it off? You don't have to do that. So that's good. So this piece is actually just going to attach right to the bottom of this white Whisper White, and it's on the inside of the card, like so. And then on the outside here, that's where we're going to put this. I'm also going to add a little highlight of our new brass. Can you guys see that? It's so yummy. It's a little different than our gold that we had. We still have the gold. This is the gold paper that we have, but look at the difference here. See that brass? It is just, this is more of a matte, and then this brass is more of what I would say glossy. It is just brilliant. A little bit warmer, brassier. So that's these two little accent pieces that I'm using. And I'm going to, again, use this and apply some adhesive to the back. This especially is good to use this silicone sheet here. So what I'm going to do is on the front now. This is on the inside. On this front piece, I'm going to apply these pieces. And I'm going to put one at the bottom here, just right on the edge, like so. And then I'm going to ink up. No, I'm going to glue up. Oops. The other piece. And this one I'm going to put at the very top. Hopefully I'm going to get that straight. I don't have my readers on. I probably need to pop those on. Okay, so there you have it. And then this, I had already ran through the folder, so it's all ready to go. I'm going to stick a little adhesive on the back of this. And it is going to apply right to the front, right over top of those brass pieces that I just put down. Like so. Oops, you know what? Oh. Here we go. Now, if I can do this, anyone can. Before I do that, I wanted to do one more thing. I'm going to actually apply some adhesive to the edges. I almost forgot this. Ugh. But I'm going to take this ribbon, and I've got a piece that's cut just over, you know, the width of this. So I'm going to lay it here in the front, and then because I have the adhesive on the back, I'm just going to tack it back there so it's going to attach. This adhesive is pretty strong, girls. You don't have to worry about your cards falling apart. There you go. Now I'm going to attach that. Sometimes if I forget to do that, I can kind of pull up the edges, or sometimes you can lay it down and like just glue it down and cut, but this keeps it from fraying. It just wraps around the back there. So there you have it. It's on there. Then this piece here, I've cut a little bit smaller. I've cut it at an angle, and I'm just going to slip it back behind that piece and just tie it. And I don't even have to double tie it. I don't really have to do a knot. It's kind of like a faux knot or a faux bow, and just do that. Once I get the other pieces on here, I'll trim this off, trim it down. So I'm going to go ahead, just because I can, I'm going to go ahead and attach it to my base. If you get to the point where this doesn't feel like it's gluing anymore, just kind of push it a little bit, and I have a habit of doing that check again, but you don't have to. And so sometimes that causes it to slip. So I'm going to glue that down onto the base. So there we have the basics of the card, and now we're going to add our verbiage and our embellishments here. So this piece I cut out of our stitched shapes die, which I love because it's got this stitch detail around it, and it comes with circles and squares and ovals, so you got a good variety in there. That's Whisper White. This is the Old Olive, and I've cut this one just out of the other die that's our circles. And so it has all sizes of circles, and then it has some circles in there that are scallops, so it's got like a fun little scallop on there. All right, so I need to stamp this baby. So I'm going to go back, and I'm going to be using, let me show you here, this stamp set that came in the suite. And I'm using also the other stamp set. So I'm using both. I'm going to use the flower out of here and the words out of here. So these are both in that suite. I'm going to start with my flower. I'm going to put this down. And I'm using soft suede. The paper, if you're ever wondering what colors go with the papers, if you look on the back of your DSP, it'll tell you. It actually is using Early Espresso, but I decided to go a little softer with my color, and I'm using the soft suede. So I'm going to ink this up, lay my circle down here, and I want it just kind of coming off the edge here. Just kind of peeking. And then, because that's going to give me room, make sure I have this the right side. That's going to give me the room to add my words. And I have on here, my friend. Right like that. And then to make this even more fun, I'm going to add some color to this. Now, I'm going to be using our Stampin' Blends. I'm going to pull down some of the colors I have. These are the colors that I pulled out that went really well with the DSP that I'm using. So I'm going to start with this lighter one. Let me see. I pulled out, some of these colors aren't exact color, but they coordinate really well. So this one's the dark So Saffron. So I'm going to add that just in the center. These markers, these Stampin' Blends, I love. They're an alcohol-based marker, and they really do. The Stampin' Blends, they blend so well. I used our normal ink because it's our normal inks are water-based, and then these are alcohol-based. So you want to do that because when I stamp this and then color with this, it's not going to smear. They're not going to interfere with each other, which makes it great. I'm going to add a little bit of just kind of a little shadow in there. I'll pull that up so you can see. See, they're so easy. These also have a detailed tip, like more of a fine point. If you can see that. And then the other side is the brush. I normally use the brush for pretty much most of what I do. And you'll want to, it's like a paintbrush. You don't want to bear down like you're pressing and writing. You do want to kind of use it as a brush very lightly to the side. So I'm adding some color. Doesn't have to be perfect. I'm sure it's not, since I don't have my readers on. I'm sure I'm not staying within the lines. That's fine. So I just applied a little bit of color. And then I'm going to take a darker tone. This one is, this is actually the light Cajun Craze. That one was the dark, or no, this one's the light Callisto. So they actually come in like pairs. So you got like, you have a light and a dark of every color that you order. So this is the dark Cajun, and then this one would be the light. So that's how you would order them. I just play around with whatever looks good for the particular project. So this little darker one, I'm going to be adding just a little touch of this as if, like wherever I would think the shadows would be. I don't know if that makes sense to you, but you'll see. And then I can go back and kind of, again, with that lighter color and just kind of blend those a little bit. And again, I'll pull this up so you can see it. So see how it gives a little bit of variation of color there. It gives it some depth of field. And then lastly, I'm going to be using the Old Olive. This one is the light Old Olive. I'm going to actually use that detail side just to get that stem real quick. And then this side. And did you hear that snap? You're going to want to hear that snap when you put the cap back on. That way you know that it is sealed. And it's shaped, so you'll know there's not, like you wouldn't be able to even put it on this way, which is kind of nice, because that way you know it's sealed, it's protected, and your markers aren't going to dry out. So there you go, friends. There's my friend, my little flower. And then I'm going to take that, I'm going to apply some adhesive to the back, and then just layer it onto that scallop piece that I had. And then what I'm going to do is take this and apply it here. Now, when I do that, I want to make sure that I'm only putting adhesive to this top part, because this is going to lift up and I don't want adhesive here. So just this is a new adhesive for us, and I'm getting used to it, girls, but I'm determined to do it. Everything that's new, there's usually a learning curve. Okay, so then I'm just going to attach that right about there. So then that opens like so. So now I can tell where, if need be, I can trim, you know, my ribbon right here so that it cleans it up a little bit. And then I'm going to add my flowers. I've punched these out using this punch. If this looks familiar, it should. It was one of our free celebration items that you could get, and it's made it into our catalog, which I'm very happy about. I love this little punch. And I punched these out of one of our new ink colors, which is the Bumblebee. I love that yellow. And then this is our, I think it was an ink color from last year. It's the Terracotta Tile. I had to peek to see. All right, and then one of my favorite adhesives is my glue dots. I use these so much. So I'm going to take, and I'm simply going to stick, there's like little tiny glue dots on there, and I'm going to stick them on there, pull these off and then just add these to this base of this round circle here, just kind of scattered. No, I might, let's see. I haven't pressed that down because I'm not convinced. Usually I have them all three down here, but I kind of like the idea that went up there. Maybe. Maybe not. What do you think? Oops. I think I'm going to go for it. Most of the other ones I've done, I've just kind of done the three down here. But, you know, let's go for something a little different. All right. And then lastly, remember those gilded gems I showed you? Which now I have no idea where I put them. Here we go. I'm going to take these and add these to these flowers. I kind of pushed up the petals a little bit. So we've got 3 different sizes in here. I'm going to go ahead and slide the largest one there. And we'll go to the next size. We'll stick that one up there, and then this last one down here. Just to give a variation of the sizes. So there we go. How fun is that? I love how it all coordinates together, adds some bling. And then on the inside, we got to put something here on the inside. So it says, my friend, I'm going back to that same stamp set. This one right here, Ornate Thanks. And I'm stamping up. I think I have to turn this around. Nope, I had it right the first time. My friend, you're amazing. And you are, right? You know that. And then this one, again, I'm going back to this stamp set. I use this on the front, and this one I'm using on the inside. And I'm just going to put a little flower right there. And this would be actually good to add to the envelope as well. And then you can also go back in and, you know, add some color to this if you'd like. There we go. Just going to add a little bit. Little tiny bit in there, and then back to my green for my leaf. Add a little bit more over there. See how that, when I added more on that back one, it pulled it back and made this one come forward because it was a little darker. There you go. You're amazing. And there you have it. I'm going to close this to get it out of the way, girls. So there's a quick, simple card that you can send out to a friend because they're all amazing. Let me pull, I was going to pull out some of these cards that I made with featuring this suite. If I can find them. I don't have them readily available. What did I do with them? Here's the first one. Let me pull that out, and I'm going to look around here to see what I did with my stack. Oh, I know what I did. I put them on a board over across the room here. But here's one real quick. That's one of those, the dies I was talking about. And then that background. It's very simple. I'm going to go grab those. You girls, hold on. Right here. Wasn't quite prepared. I forgot I put these on a board. But I can pull them off really quick. So here's one. Using the border. And I know I showed these before in my on this page, but I'll just pull them out again really quick. Here's one. Again, layering with those borders. We've got that background, the paper. Now, some of these were from when we had our digital download for the fundraiser for the COVID endeavors. And so that's what those are. But obviously, they can be replaced with any of these. Here's some done with the little note cards. Just layering, like this. These are great for if you have scraps of paper left. Here's another one. That's great with scraps of paper. And one more. I know I've put this on my page. Very simple. So there you have it. Hopefully you can see all those layered out on there. Let me push this up. It's hard to tell because I can't tell on the camera. But there you have it. All these fun ideas to use with this suite. I love this suite. I was so thrilled that I got that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to flip the camera around again real quick. We'll see how that goes. Hello, I'm back. So what I wanted to say is that it is bonus days are still going on. So what that means in the Stampin' Up! World is that for every $50 that you purchase, you're going to earn a $5 off coupon to use for August. So we're winding down the end of July right now. So if you have orders that you want to get in, it's kind of fun because then you'll have something to a little bit of a discount for next month. So thank you so much for tuning in. I do want to say that I've got these in. They just came in this week. Are the I know it doesn't seem like it. We should even be thinking about Christmas, but our Christmas, I know it's backwards in this camera. I should have done it down on my base. Christmas catalog starts August for you ladies. And so I have those in. If you're in one of my clubs, you should be getting those in the mail. I'm sending those out this week. If you would like a copy, let me know. And I can either do a porch pickup, which is easy. Just let me know and I'll put your name out there. I've had quite a few that have done that. And you can stop by and pick that up. Or I can mail it to you just as easy. So just let me know what you'd like. I'm glad you came in today. I hope you enjoyed the card. And you, my friends, are all amazing. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.